Okay, well, yeah, your body's here, so. What is up, you guys? Don't forget to accept my invite for words,
I already did.
Scruffles. So, yeah, what's up, you guys? As you can see right here, this is my beautiful podcast set that I built in Minecraft and Survival in my main world. There's my stuff over there. So, yeah, I mean, it's that beautiful, beautiful time of the week. Welcome to the first ever episode of the AwesomeCast, which will be my Minecraft-themed podcast. I mean, it's not Minecraft-themed, it's just on Minecraft. Anyway, so over here, we have Hank the podcast cat sitting in his chair. He'll be here every week because we don't know enough people for guests. And this is Jeff, because his name is Jeff. So,
I was
yeah,
just thinking that. I was getting ready to say, my name's Jeff. Although I
so
suck
it'll
at
always
it,
be
unfortunately,
Jeff,
but it's still
Hank,
fun.
Scruffles, and me. Fun things on the set. Don't get too close because the zombie will hit you and make you hunger. But we have things, everything on the wall is named. So we have the axe of scruffling. We have the money of monies. We have the bread.
Wait, the what? The axe of scruffling. Oh, hey, look, you're broadcasting. Oh, I have to do stuff.
Fun fact, this creeper banner cost a real creeper skull. But that's a story for another day. Oh, and we got turtle eggs. You know, we got everything. And we have a whole bunch of empty things we'll fill with other things. But that's another story. Are you trying to be an airplane?
Nope.
Now, I'm the podcast master, which means I get a real chair. Oh, wow, there's a creep. You know, we should have probably torched up some more stuff. There's a creeper right down there.
There's also a skeleton.
But,
there's actually 2 skeletons.
There's actually a whole bunch of creepers. I mean, realistically, we should have probably brought beds over here. But, it's too late now. What are you doing, Scruffles? I was gonna say, get over here so they don't see us. We're safe. So we got a few topics. If you wanna pull up the list I sent you on your phone, I'm gonna pull up the list as well, and we can go through a few things in whatever order you want. I don't know if there's something you wanna be hard pressed to start about or what. Also, I love that all 3 of you are staring at me. That's great.
What? All 3 of me? What?
All 3 of the people on the set, Hank, Jeff, and Scruffles, you're all looking at me while I talk.
I thought you meant like there was 3 Scruffles, and I'm like, no, there can be only 1. Also, I have it set on my Twitch to where now when I exit out, all I have to do is nothing because it keeps the video up.
Oh.
It doesn't keep the chat up, unfortunately, but eh.
Alright, so I'm gonna pull up the list here. Here it is. Now, for starters, I want to start off and talk about something that I had no idea existed. So, hang on, because I screenshot his channel. So, I was on YouTube yesterday. And now, LA Beast, if you don't know who he is, LA Beast or Skippy62Able. You know, he has a channel, he does all kinds of cool shit. And, well, what he likes to do is he likes to promote other people's channels in his, in the community section of, you know, of YouTube. There's a community section now, I don't know how to explain it, but anyway. So, I was scrolling through and I saw he had a channel recommended and wanted people to go in there and, you know, tell him to have a good day and everything. And so what this channel does... it's called Bounty by Observation. Just for the record, I'm going to have it. It's going to be the very top link in the description down below after this. And Andrew, you're going to want to go and follow this guy too. So every single day, Bounty, he live streams from his PlayStation 4. And what his channel is it's all small creators in the live stream, and they're all helping out each other and self-promoting with each other and things like that. So he uses his channel and his small amount of popularity for other YouTube channels to kind of grow and get out there and for everyone to help each other out. I personally, I mean, I've been in 2 streams, a total of maybe, say, 3 hours, and I'm already up 7 subs. So,
nice.
It's really cool. A lot of really nice people. So I recommend that. That's just something I wanted to throw in here at the top of the hour. And then, you know, before we got into all of our typical shenanigans, because I think that's something really cool. I didn't even know there was anyone in the YouTube community that actually did shit like that. So that's awesome. So, you've seen the list. With the nice thing right there being said, where should we start, Scruffles?
I don't know. First off, I'd like to say that I'm getting really nervous of all those creepers over there. They're very slowly getting closer and closer, and it scares me because this is such a beautiful set, and like I really don't want it to be ruined. Like you probably should have closed this off. Yeah.
I actually was going to, and I
further
completely
away,
forgot.
thankfully.
I was actually going to surround this and fence, and I completely forgot. So, yeah. Alright, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go kill those creepers really quick while we start talking about our first topic of the evening. So I'll let you pick it. We could talk about getting back into social media. We could talk about women.
You know what?
That'll be
I
a
want
fun
to talk
topic.
about Halo Reach coming to PC and being put into the Master Chief Collection. I really would love to talk about that.
Alright, then
you
let's
made him go
Scruffles.
really far. Enderman is over there somewhere. Because I just saw him, like, disappear.
Yeah, fuck
I'm scared.
the
I'm
Enderman.
going back to the set. I'm gonna hide behind my chair because I'm a scaredy bitch.
Alright, so how excited are you personally about that? Like, Halo Reach coming to PC in general is huge, I think, because that, I mean, we just guaranteed Reach to live on for like another decade, basically.
Actually, probably even
multiplayer
longer
wise.
than that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, probably. And then it being on Master Chief Collection, oh my god, we're actually going to get games. Like, there's actually going to be thousands of people on every day again. That's going to be awesome.
I know. That's so beautiful. And because of that, okay, so on top of that, they're going to be making it 4K, so it's going to be super high def. And Reach is just the shit. It is just everything when it comes to Halo.
I know.
Is like,
hands down,
it is
best
just
Halo.
top notch. Like nothing.
I will fight anyone who disagrees.
Nothing can top it. Yeah, nothing can top it in my opinion. The only reason other games would beat it is just specifically because of the fact that it's not as high def, and because it's kind of old, the servers don't really get taken care of. But because it will be on PC and it's coming to the Master Chief Collection as a little add-on, I'm assuming for like $5, which is a pretty good deal. Not only is it going to be in 4K, but you can actually get games. They're actually going to take care of the servers, which means so much less lag, and it's just going to be so fantastic. And I'm so excited. There's a creeper getting close again, and there's a spider spinning in circles. I just had to point that out.
Now,
also,
there's a
husk.
Really bad thing.
What?
Okay. Well, yeah, there's a husk on our set, but I definitely.
Well, no, but like there was one playing King of the Mountain.
It's okay. I put a torch over here now. Everything's okay. Now, here's the one really bad thing that you might not know, Andrew. And people watching this, you guys might not know either. Your Halo Reach stats do not carry over.
Well, see, at least I'm not too far in, so I'm not too worried, but people like you who have reached, what is it, Inheritor? They're fucked.
I just reached Inheritor, like, oh man.
A couple months ago, I do believe.
Yeah, so...
I know it was before... No, maybe it was just this year.
Back to being a recruit.
I don't remember.
Well, it was the end
at
of
least
last
that makes
year,
things even again. Because the thing is when we first started playing Reach together...
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I just fucking thought of something.
What?
The fact that it may be... it may force you to start over. However, it's going to be back to the old school days where it's everybody working together to get their shit up, working on the daily goals and the weekly goals and stuff. So everybody's going to be even, in the sense of they're going to be like doing some teamwork because they're going to want to get up there super fucking fast.
Oh, and confirmed as well.
Except for that, what?
It's also 100% been confirmed that unlike the rest of Master Chief Collection, there will be the full unlockable armory. You know, full customization like in regular Reach, too. It's not going to be like that bullshit thing they have now. Because now in Master Chief Collection, you know, they have, like, you pick an armor and that's it. you can't switch things out. If you didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So I'm glad
I did,
that's
and I
going
hate
to be
it.
for Reach. What about all the shit beforehand, like how they'd have the unlockable shit through Halo Waypoint, but now you can't access that because Waypoint is just completely gone. Are they going to have that to where you can unlock that? Or they just get rid of that to save some room.
I don't know. That is a very interesting thing. I have no idea. Or yeah, maybe they'll include the free Waypoint stuff.
Yeah. And like they'll
It
just
would
do
be-
some kind of setup where you still have to unlock it, and then
Yeah.
obviously, well, no, if your stats aren't going to carry over, then the armor probably isn't going to carry over. So you're just going to have to re-earn what armor. But at least because it's going to be in 4K, it's going to look so much better. The most excitement I
Yeah,
have
nothing
for
like being
Reach is the
upscaled.
fact that there's not going to be as much lag. Because it's not going to be so old
Yeah.
in the sense of nobody really plays it anymore.
Yeah, it'll be on
the
modern
servers are
servers.
actually going to be, yeah, it's going to be on better servers in general because the old servers don't have as great of like bandwidth and shit for all the people. And I think that's mostly because they weren't expecting so many people to play Reach, and on top of that, the fact that Reach never fucking died, like ever, because you can go in there and there's still thousands of people. But compared to its absolute glory days, oh my god, you would get games so instantly because there were so many people on. It was just
I miss those
phenomenal,
days.
man. I do too, but I'm glad those days will be coming back. That's what excites me the most, as well as the fact of 4K and better servers, and I'm assuming better maintenance on said servers.
By the way,
since
totally
it's a game that
random.
people are going to want to play. What?
Oh yeah, I can't. The thing I'm looking the most forward to is being able to jump into a game of like multi-team or invasion in the middle of night, because that's something I
Yes.
haven't been able to do in years. Because like you have to get on to certain game types certain times of the day, because you're just not going to get a game. There's not that many people on certain game
Exactly.
types.
Exactly. And that's what sucked.
Completely
Thankfully, that will
random.
be coming to an end.
Can I just rant for a minute about fucking emojis? You know,
Sure.
you know how when you pull up your keyboard, how because you have an Android too, so you know how
Yeah.
you know you click the button and it takes you to all the emojis, right?
Yeah.
And there's the little buttons like, oh, this one's for faces, this one it looks like a weed leaf, but it actually maybe it is supposed to be a weed leaf, but it's like animals and there's a cup and all that shit, and then there's a clock which is
Yeah.
the most recent ones. Fuck that clock. They need to make one where you can just put in emojis and save them in there. Because, like, my
You mean like
most
decide on the
recent
emojis
ones-
beforehand? So like let's say you just bought a phone, right? No emojis used whatsoever. And you go into your emojis and oh, hello. Did you
I
miss
saved your
Jeff?
life.
But what I'm asking is you just bought a new phone today and no emojis have been used yet. You go straight into your emoji section and you pick and choose what emojis for your like your favorites. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Yeah, basically.
I think that would be better.
Because,
See,
like,
here's the thing.
fuck, man.
Sorry. Well, I was gonna say, go ahead and finish what you were gonna say, and I'll go ahead and say what I was gonna say.
No, you go ahead first, because mine is just going to bitch about tongue emojis for 10 more minutes, so go ahead.
Well, the thing is I like that idea, first of all, but I hate how some phones, because my old phone, I don't remember what it was. I think it was the Stylo 3 or something. But with that phone, once your most recent emojis were full, they never changed out. That was it. Like, that was just it. Like, let's say you used
I
tongue
would,
and
oh my god, I would jump
all
off
this
the
other
bridge.
shit. Yeah, but with this one, it's constantly changing, and I like it, but I also hate it because it's like I want to be able to access the emojis I'm going to use the most, which is usually kind of like a blushing face, a smiling face, and pretty much just laughing face. Sometimes crying, depending on the situation, but it's usually not actually crying. I usually use it for like laughing so hard that I'm legitimately like crying, as opposed to the original
Me.
one where it's like you're laughing and it shows like the two tears on the side. But sometimes I get to laughing so hard that it's almost like anime waterfall tears. Like,
Okay.
obviously that's an exaggeration, but I mean you get the point. But I think it is a good idea that you can pick and choose what your basically your most favorite emoji, so that they're much easier to access. And you said you were going to bitch about tongue emojis for like 10 more minutes, and I do have something to say about that. I think that is absolutely fucking stupid. Like, why have just the tongue? That's pointless.
Well,
Why not? Why not?
well, here's
just
my
have,
problem,
like,
right? Now, I've been texting the ladies, all right, and I haven't done that in a long time. And I noticed something. So different platforms have different things, obviously. We have Android.
Yes.
I like the way the Android shit looks best.
Me
But
too.
most people, as a
Especially
matter
if
of
you have
fact,
Android
everybody in our age group who I've messaged has a fucking iPhone. Why are people still supporting Apple? Fucking iPhones suck balls. But anyway.
I know. Because here's the thing. They have a thing going... What?
Yeah.
Well, because with Apple, they're even shittier, because I don't know how true this is, but apparently, not every set of AirPods is coming with a charger. You have to buy that separately, but there's special packs where you can have the charger come with it. And it's fucking stupid. I don't know if that's true or not, but truth be told, I honestly don't doubt it. Because Apple is... It's not about expensiveness, because sometimes it is worth the price. Like my friend who's moving in like 8 days to Delaware, she has an iPhone 10, and the picture quality on that is so fantastic. But with shit like the AirPods, and they're not always coming with chargers, like you have to buy that separately and shit, that pisses me off. It's like, why? And then the people who usually have iPhones complain that Android sucks, and it's like, maybe, but at least we get chargers.
Yeah, at least our phones cost like $100 instead of $1,000. But
yeah,
no, so the thing about the emojis is now, and I feel like an old man, because now whenever I'm texting anyone in our age group that's a woman, it's like I'm using old school, you know, the fucking the two dots and the P. I don't know what the fuck the two dots are. Don't at me, okay, you guys. But you know, I'm doing that because I've seen what the emoji looks like for. I know I need a colonoscopy, okay, but but no, like I've seen what the fuck the emoji looks like. It looks like kind of like the Facebook one, and it's just so cringy to me. It's like the mouth is wide open with the tongue coming out, and both eyes are wide open. It's like you're fucking going down to eat someone out, and you're like, oh no, man, there's something wrong down there. It's like, this shit tastes like Tabasco. And you're fucking surprised.
I know.
Picture like a Jim Carrey movie. You know how Jim Carrey does those very over-exaggerated faces? Picture like Jim Carrey in The Mask going to eat out someone, and then he's surprised. That's the best way to explain that emoji, and I fucking hate it.
See,
it looks so
stupid.
In my opinion,
ooh, excuse me. In my opinion, I think that's better than just the tongue, because who is literally just a tongue?
Muscles.
But why is it by itself? That's what I don't understand.
I have no idea.
It doesn't need to be by itself.
And it's only for innuendos.
Like, it's just... But you could use the other one for an innuendo.
Alright, well...
Because, I mean, like you said, it looks like it's going to eat somebody out.
Yeah. So, now that we... Well, let's go on to our next topic, because that was just a tangent. Okay. But that goes into... I mean... A huge portion of this podcast is going to be social media. This is hardcore going to be a social media podcast. So let's start off on dating sites, because oh, do I have a whole fucking thing about them? Oh my
So
God.
do I. Can I go first, please? Because I have. So there's a lot of dating sites that piss me off so much.
Okay, well first let me start off here saying Plenty of Fish. Fuck, dude. Okay. I remember. Well, I'll let you go first, and then I'll go on a rant about Plenty of Fish. All right, and I'm not bashing the site. Don't sue me, but but I'm gonna bash the site. Okay. So
Well, let's just say it kind of sucks. Okay, here's my biggest issue with most of these dating sites and dating apps. Plenty of Fish is included in that. I downloaded 3 different dating sites, and only one of them had it to where you had to verify who you were. Well, not had to, but you could. This way you were more likely to get your profile noticed and get people. Oh, looks like Maudie is having some troubles. I just got a message from her saying, basically saying, fuck life and fuck work. So that was kind of interesting.
I also got that. All right.
Yeah, but the thing is I think that's a good idea. Because on Plenty of Fish is the fucking worst when it comes to this. I can get messages from regular women on, for example, Tinder and Badoo. Plenty of Fish is a fucking piece of shit. Like every 20 minutes, like on the dot too, like every 20 minutes, I would get random messages from extremely, very noticeably fake profiles. And it would always start the same too. It would be like, hey there, old school smiley face. And you would be like, hello. And then it would immediately try to send you to a link that is just going to steal everything from you. And it's
like
so
literally
bad.
everything, not just your bank account information and credit cards. Like, they're going to take your fucking mattress, okay? Everything.
Yeah.
You know, that triggers
See, that's
me.
why I think verification is a good idea, because then
Oh, 100%.
you get messages from people. If it's like a hey there, and all you've ever gotten with hey there's is fucking XLOU blah 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 blah, and you know trying to send you to a porn site link because my boyfriend dumped me years ago, and you know so now I'm trying to sell my nudes that I took for him before he broke up with me, so that I can make money to pay rent. And then it doesn't even take you to a porn site.
What the hell are you talking about? But anyway,
that's what I always get.
So,
because it's usually people camming and shit.
So I pulled up Plenty of Fish. Now I keep a good record of everything because I report fake accounts. So here's my take and my
do too.
Plenty of Fish. So Plenty of Fish, yeah, it is 100%. Even if it says the account looked at you, even if they clicked on a certain part, even if the bio is filled out and it doesn't look fake, if they say hello there, old school smiley face, report that shit. The pro tip, if you're a real person listening to this, don't say hello there, smiley face, because people are going to think you're fake as fuck.
It's usually hey there.
Incredible.
Not hello there. It's usually hey there.
Well, yeah.
And it's always hey there. And that's how I know it's a fake account.
Yeah, always. And the worst... Now,
and if it turns out they're not, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Now, that's noticeable, and it's fine to automatically hate people like that. But my favorite thing is, like you said, there's some noticeably fake accounts. Like, we're talking fake, like, these people Googled typical hot model chicks, and then they put them in Photoshop poorly. It's like if I did Photoshop in Movie Maker, it's like they made their waist so thin, it looks like it's like a handful of Twizzlers, right? Like, imagine having a whole handful of Twizzlers, and you're just squeezing the center of the Twizzlers really
My favorite
fucking
part
hard.
is the fact that you're comparing fake women Photoshopped to a handful of squeezed Twizzlers. No, but seriously,
they look
horrible. And like, it's not that the woman looks bad, but it's the fact that the Photoshop is so bad. Yeah, because it's so obvious. Because like, they'll try and make it to where they have big tits and a nice full ass, but then you see the sink kind of folding in half, and the fucking mirror is also folding in half, and everything's just like, it's like those what the hell are they called? Those like tunnels that you walk through, and like the wall like spins around to try and make you forget how to walk, and so like you just can't walk forward.
Cloud mirror?
No. This is like a tunnel, and it's got the
tunnel
thing around you spin. No, this is just a regular tunnel Well, I guess not since the
Okay.
tunnel is spinning. But you have like a little bridge.
Jesus
In
Christ.
most of my cases, it's usually you walk on the spinning tunnel part. But you'll have like a bridge, and the room will spin in a circle because it's like a long tube, and that will spin. And then at the end, around the door, you'll also have like it'll be spinning, but it'll have like a pattern to try and like throw you off because it like fucks with your brain, so it's hard to walk. But it's like it's obvious is my point. Like it's shit is spinning. You'll see shit twisting that shouldn't be twisted, and it's just so obvious. But that's not just what I was talking about though when it comes to the obviousness because you will also have they'll have profile photos where it's their face. Oh, I thought she
Whoa,
said
no
something
way.
about dick slurping, and I got confused. No, but it's just their face, right?
No, she's saying about
That
her
is not the
baggage.
issue. Oh, um, yeah, I just saw something about dick slurping, and so I got completely thrown off. Um,
Yeah. I was just thrown off by that fucking Nicolas Cage dick slurping.
but no, it's a regular like face profile picture, and you know it's you can also tell that that is even photoshopped because it'll be all like stretched out and like not in like a fat way, but to the extent
Okay,
of like
yeah,
you
thanks
can.
for clarifying, Andrew.
Well, no, because I know how that sounded when I first said it. Because what I'm trying to say is like, take a picture, right? And
Okay, I got a
if you
picture.
put it on like, if you put it on like one of those ones that if you put putty on it, it can like kind of match the picture. Now take the putty and stretch it, and it's that kind of shit. And it's just so obvious. And the thing is it'll be only that picture, just that one.
Uh-huh.
Then on top of that, I've had a few accounts that like I don't know how to explain this right. Okay, so
Okay.
basically that one person had like 10 different accounts, right? Because
Okay, sounds
'cause
good.
unlike you, I don't keep the messages and stuff. I report and then I block, which deletes the messages and stuff. And if they're blocked, and it'll be like less than like a minute later, I will get a message with, "Hey there," and it'll be from the same person because it's the same picture and it's almost the same name but different numbers at the end. And
Okay.
then I will do it again, and about a minute later, again and again, and this
Now-
happens to me all the time. That's why I no longer use Plenty of
Oof.
Fish because
That's-
it is a
holy
piece of shit.
Literally the trippiest thing in the world is happening on my stream right now when I jump in the ceiling. You'll have to go back and watch the playback later. Actually, can we get a playback on
Okay.
the Jumbotron, Johnny? Yes, we can. Oh, now it's not working. Oh, well. You know what? I
Ooh,
gave
a
it my
bunny.
all, and my all wasn't good enough.
I want
Oh,
the
there we go.
bunny.
Playback
Oh.
on the... Okay. Andrew, it's nighttime. You fuck get in here. So...
I was chasing a bunny.
Okay, so here's another thing I want to talk about. And now I'm just here. I gotta put the cam on my face because this is serious talk time. Now I'm not saying anything negative about people like this. Okay, calm down, internet. But I'm just saying, you notice there's an aesthetic to with certain sites. You know, like going
What do you
on
mean?
Tinder. It's okay. Well, here's what I mean. You fuck. Listen to me. Now, going on Tinder, it's almost universally like 19, 20, 21-year-old girls, like girls our age group. Or guys, you know, hey, do you. But, you know, like it's people our age, obviously, because it's a young people app. Now, a
I get
site
it.
like a Plenty of Fish, it's either fake accounts or it's much older people who almost universally have kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean,
I mean-
the young, people around our age group, they you have kids too,
Yeah, they do have...
but
Okay, yeah. I mean,
but
I got
it's not
kids,
necessarily
so-
a guaranteed thing. Whereas you get anybody over the age of like 25, 30, they're guaranteed to have kids, at least in my experience. Once you hit that 25 to 30 age group and up, They always have kids. Now, I'd like to state for the record, I don't mind if they have kids first, but I will be honest in the fact that when I'm dating a woman and, we're hanging out, I don't want her to have to run home from a date because her little 4-year-old child stuck a ping pong ball up its nose.
I was really hoping you were
going
to go dark. Do. I was just sitting here waiting like, is he going to say something fucked up?
No, I mean, look, children put, like, nickels and stuff up their nose. They eat dirt. Well, let's be honest, little girls are better about that. Little boys are the ones that'll fucking try and eat rocks. Trust me, I know, I used to do that.
I think that might just be a youth thing.
Trust me, kids... Well, not nowadays, let's be honest. Not nowadays, because they always have, like, iPads and shit. But the fact that... Well, I'm not saying every fucking kid does it. But, my point is that they do stupid shit that sometimes they wind up having to go to the emergency room for. Like, I mean, even teenagers nowadays do stupid shit. Like, I just saw the other day, some girl posted on Facebook about how do you ask your parent for help when you get a hammer stuck in your mouth? And the hammer was actually stuck in her mouth. She took a picture of herself, and the hammer was stuck in her fucking mouth. And that's just like the teenagers who eat Tide Pods. Which, hopefully that's over, but let's be honest, it's probably not, because teenagers do dumb shit. Yeah. Like, we did challenges, but it wasn't that stupid. It was usual shit like, the cinnamon challenge.
Like snorting
stuff
cinnamon?
Like that.
Yeah. Normal stuff, like stuff that would kill you.
Snorting cinnamon won't kill you. It just hurts like a bitch. Didn't we also snort sugar,
horrendous.
too?
Yeah, we did both of that, and both of that footage is lost forever. We did it for nothing.
I know, it pisses me off so much. But, didn't I... This wasn't on camera, by the way. At least I don't think it was. I don't know, it's been so long. But didn't I also drink a whole bottle of Italian dressing and then immediately fucking throw outside your bedroom window?
Yes. Now, that video we have on YouTube. I don't remember what account.
God.
I think it's on either one of my accounts or one of your accounts.
It's on one of your accounts, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I always forget. You have two YouTubes. And the one that you don't use has a whole bunch of old videos of ours.
Same goes for you, you dick. Because you have your
also
old
privated
a
whole lot of videos.
Yeah.
A lot of our videos are distasteful now.
But I still have access to... No. I don't have to... My other YouTube, I'm pretty sure, has fucking nothing. I use the same YouTube. The only reason I have a second YouTube is because of the fact that something went wrong when I was trying to make a Google Plus account so I could store my pictures, and somehow I wound up making a second YouTube as well. I don't know what happened there. But at least
I cannot tell you because I am not smart.
Fair enough. But at least if shit goes wrong with this channel, I already have a backup that I already have access to. So yeah,
I know. I know the struggle. I run 2 channels too. I have this channel and then Cat's Arts, which Cat's Arts now is basically just movie reviews, toy reviews, unboxings.
Yeah,
that's Cat's Arts. It's it's like a typical pop culture channel. That's what I want to do. Is just toy reviews and movie reviews. And then there's this channel, which is basically Minecraft vlogs and I guess a comedy video a month, if I feel up to it.
Yeah. Now, listen, speaking of, like, YouTube and stuff, I'd like to start talking more about specific social media like TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram.
Yes, Holmes.
TikTok is, first of all, I'm pretty sure that is just Musical.ly, and it got renamed to TikTok. I have no idea why.
Yeah. They bought them or something. I don't remember. I don't know the exact story.
Yeah, I don't know either. I just know that I went to search for Musical.ly, and the only one that really matched was TikTok. Which, speaking of which, I gotta log back into that. I forgot my password and shit to that. But the reason I wanted to talk about these different things is because, first of all, Instagram tends to steal from Snapchat. Let's be honest about that, because Snapchat was the first one to have filters, and then Instagram followed with that and started trying to make their own filters, and then Facebook started stealing stories. But TikTok, I think, is a fantastic fucking app. It is an app where you make, I think at max it's like 15-second videos. First of all, I love how Vine died, and this is basically Vine. So it never really died.
Yeah, basically.
But I think it's a fantastic app because that is where almost everybody's creativity goes. And the thing is they're only like, they're usually, the average is about 7 to 10 seconds, but the max I think you can do is like 15 seconds. And some of them are so well made and just so fantastic. And I'm not necessarily talking like quality-wise in the sense of like they have the perfect camera and, you know, the editing is absolutely perfect. But, you know, they're like imagination. Their creativity with the vines are so fantastic. I love it. There was one guy, truth be told, I don't remember what he did, but in some way he made fun of himself.
Jeez, racist.
And I didn't even say a race, so how's it racist? Boom!
Okay, fine, anti-racist, Jesus Christ.
That's a good thing, thank you. I don't remember what he said, but he made fun of himself in like a very horrendous way. And then he like smashed an egg on his head, and then just like pretended to die. Like he went so dramatic with it. Like he just smashed an egg on his head, and then you just see his eyes widen, and then he just starts freaking out like he got shot, and then he just falls over, and he winds up kicking the camera in the process, and then it just does that thing where like it's laying on the side, and you see egg just slowly like dripping, not dripping, like going down on the floor, like it's going from his head, kind of like when you see somebody get shot in like the head and the camera's there and you just see the blood slowly like go outward.
What videos are you
like
watching on the internet, Andrew?
It was the first thing that was on there when I got on. I hadn't even made an account yet at that point.
Okay,
but it's just like,
okay, I'll buy that.
That's not one of the great ones. That's not one of the great ones, but I find it pretty funny.
Well,
because it was just so dramatic. The dramaticness of it was the drama of it. Yes, the drama of it was what was fantastic.
Truth be told, yeah, I was avoiding TikTok for a long time, and I still am. TikTok's an absolute shit app. Don't get me wrong; it's like literally the worst. But
the app itself,
I made
is
an
shit,
account.
But the idea behind it is great.
Well, yeah, it's good because it's the only place that right now is Vine, and like Vine's got their comeback, and you know they have a new app, but it's not called Vine 2, it's called some other shit. And the point is, they're too fucking late to the game at this point. They're not gonna get any people. They're gonna get the big influencers. Yeah, actually, no, they're not, because like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, who became famous because of Vine, they're banned from the platform. So they're not even gonna have like the biggest of the old Viners. I mean, their platform as a whole is gonna get, it's dead. But anyway, with that being said, I joined TikTok.
If they can get either PewDiePie or Shane Dawson, they're gonna do so great so fast. Let's just be honest right there.
There's the thing, neither of them want to do content like that anymore. And but no, the thing is, so I was watching TikTok compilations on YouTube, and I was like, oh wow, there's people who actually still do sketch comedy kind of like we do. It's like, wow, I just need to find people like that. By the way, just for the record, because we're going to be plugging all of our shit, all the links of everything we're talking to today is going to be in the description down below. Like, Andrew, I don't remember if you said you had TikTok or not, but like our TikToks, our Instagrams, that other channel that promotes small channels, all that's going to be in the description down below.
Yeah, once I can remember my information, because I don't remember like my password or my username or anything. So once I figure it out and can get logged in again, then yes, I will. It'll most likely be to YouTube because let's be honest, by the time I wind up getting around to finding that out for TikTok, it will no longer be on Twitch. So the people who watch me on YouTube, thank you. You will be able
You're
to
welcome.
find my TikTok that will be full of shitty masterpieces.
Yeah, it will be. Like, you're gonna make poop art. Now,
Yeah.
I gotta say, as I was just saying, talking about that, so I'm back in Instagram. I don't want to say why I got back onto Instagram. I think it's pretty obvious why. I mean, yeah, it's obvious, isn't it, Andrew?
Because you're single again?
No.
There's that, and let's be honest, I know you like taking photos. Because
Oh,
when
yeah,
you take
I
a
do.
photo, whether it's of yourself or not, you always have to have it perfect. And that's not just of, like, perfectionism, because I've seen you with perfectionism, and yes, you do have it. But when it comes to pictures, it's a whole other level.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you complimented my black and white photo that I made my profile picture. That's one of 70 that I took within an hour. And I just couldn't get it right, but that one felt good.
I'm sorry to pause the topics and shit, but I just saw a zombie like explode into like 3 other zombies. Oh, and one just disappeared. It must be out of my field of vision.
Yeah, I can see all 3 of them.
Oh, and the other one disappeared.
I think you're tripping, man.
Well,
But,
there was 3 over there, and then I turned behind me because you said you can see them, and it's like, but there's nothing there.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't realize how big Instagram was because I already for a while I ran the Instagram for the museum, and I've been really seeing on that recently because I've been promoting. I'm doing a craft show on Saturday that I've been working on now for. Oh my god, I've been working on this for like 8 months, 8 or 9 months. The craft show. You know, just planning it.
What the
and
hell is
everything,
that?
What's what? The craft show?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, which anyone watching this probably 100% doesn't know, it won't know at all. So hey guys, welcome to my life. So I am the vice president of my local historical society, and I have a key to the museum. And I'm basically the chairperson of the fundraising and event planning committee, and I'm basically the head of all event planning. And I was gonna use another word too, but yeah, I mean basically it's my job to create events, run events, you know, do fundraisers. So one thing I'm doing is this Saturday we have a really big craft show. It's gonna be like all kinds of local vendors. We're gonna have a big basket raffle, and that's why I was sending some stuff over Facebook to you and Lexus.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so I'm doing that Saturday. And anyway, on Instagram, I've been promoting some stuff, and my one post, I mean, it's blown up. It's got more likes than on Facebook. And to put this in perspective, the Facebook page has like close to or around 1,000 likes. I don't remember. The Instagram has 61 followers, and the Instagram is doing better than the Facebook.
That's pretty bad.
Just, yeah, but I guess Instagram is just the place to be. You're pretty good. So yeah. Anyway, I got back on Instagram, and that's fun. And now I can post pictures of my everyday life, and I'm gonna have behind the scenes content of when I'm working on stuff, which my first ever vlog will be Monday. I'm gonna start doing a weekly vlog. So this week it's gonna be me setting up the craft show, me taking some artifacts over. We gotta carry like a 150-pound World War I machine gun, because I want that set up with a whole bunch of World War I uniforms. So that's gonna be a whole thing. That's I think it's gonna be fun. All right, so with that being said, I'm looking down and reading really quick. Oh yeah, so I wanted to talk about, because we were talking about social media there, and Oh.
I am
Okay.
the gingerbread man.
I noticed. So now I was thinking about this the other day. So on Instagram, it's very interesting. I'm gonna pull up the app just so I can say this better. So on Instagram, you know how you have the stuff on the bottom? You know, you have the home button, the search button, you have the post button, you have the heart, and then you have your profile button. Now, if you click on the heart, you have you, and then you have following. This is bad. Now, why is this bad? Do you know why, Andrew, or do you want me to just tell you why?
I'm assuming because of the fact that you can see basically just about everything that everybody else does. So
Yeah,
you can
everything.
see when they comment, what they comment. You can see
Here's why that's
whose
bad.
post they like, what picture they liked.
Yeah. So, say that me and you were talking early in the day, right? On Facebook like we do. And say then I message you and you don't reply to me for like 6 hours, but then I go on Instagram and I see like within that 6 hours different times you've been doing stuff. I'm like, that motherfucker's ignoring me. And then I was thinking like, this could get bad. Like people could probably get really addicted to shit like this. How it always shows you what everyone else is doing in the aspect of like, because like this is like, because Facebook has the same feature but it's private, only you can see it, you know, your activity log. So this is kind of like if the activity log was public, and I think that that has the potential to really fuck with people, like on an emotional level and shit like that. What's your opinion on that?
First of all, I'd like to say that I do agree with that because of the fact that, you know, like you said, let's say me and you were talking, and, you know, like, let's say, first of all, I don't, because if I was gay, I could do better than you. No offense, but it's true. But,
okay,
you know, but I mean, let's be honest. Let's say I did have a crush on you, right? And, you know, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, you know, you're ignoring me for 6 hours, 8 hours, whatever. And then I see that pretty much for those 6 to 8 hours straight, you've been on Instagram. You've been liking posts. You've been commenting. Well, then, if I'm one of those kinds of people, I'm going to get pissed off. Because it's like, you could have said, you know, I don't feel like talking right now. Or, you know, something along the lines of that. And some people can really go crazy with that. But here's the thing. The fact that, and I'm not fighting for it. So, here comes a zombie. He wants to visit.
Shit. Well, I'm texting.
Well, he's right in front of you, and
oh
he's
my
not even
God.
doing anything. He just stopped right in front of you. I love it. I captured it. He came up, and then he came up in front of you and faced the wall.
I looked
and
up.
he just stopped.
Fucking Hank's like, what the fuck's going on, Holmes?
Anyways, as I was saying, here's the thing. Snapchat does that too, but it's on a much creepier level. Because you can see a person's location if they're sharing it. You can see...
Yeah, I heard about stuff like that.
Yeah, you can see, you know, not only can you see where they're at, but you can see, like, the direction they're heading. You can see if they're going somewhere. You can see the exact path they're taking. And it's worse than Instagram, in my opinion. Because,
yeah,
I mean, if me and you like the same posts, or the same pages on Instagram, I might just see your comment and see that you liked it anyway. But with Snapchat, I can see people's locations, and I can see if they're driving
and see,
from,
that even
let's
goes
say, Georgia
into like the
to
crazy
New York.
shit. Like, you think about like say the 60s, right? 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
You know, the government, I think it was the government, I don't remember the exact story, but you know, they wanted to pay people to have cameras in their house as an experiment, and no one would really do it. And it's like, we went in like 50 years, we went from, yeah, I don't want a camera in my house, I don't care how much money you give me, to, yeah, I'm gonna let everybody on the internet know exactly where I am right now. Like,
yeah, exactly.
People are,
here comes a
like,
spider.
Jesus Christ. How is there not more serial killers? You know, like with shit like
He's
that,
just
it's like
leave him
Jesus.
alone. He's doing parkour. Jerry, you killed Jerry.
I can't.
Jerry,
I'm sorry.
no,
Rip
he's
Jerry.
just doing.
Here's his
you-
eye. You can have it.
Oh,
There's all 3 of his eyes. Illuminati spider confirmed.
oh no, Jerry.
Here, you can decorate Jerry in your item frames over there.
Where's my item frames? Oh, I see
Behind
it.
your chair.
Everybody must see Jerry's eyes.
It's kind of fucked up if you think about it.
You can also have some potatoes. I love it.
Yeah, that's really good right there, man.
Well, that's all you gave me was potatoes and Jerry's
Rip.
eyes. Oh man, that is so morbid. Just fucking
Yeah.
Jerry's
Eyes and
eyes and some
potatoes.
potatoes.
I mean, at least they go together.
Yeah, because eyes of potatoes.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, you're right about the fact that, you know, in about 50, 60 years, we've gone from, I don't want anybody knowing my business because it's not their business, it's my business. And I don't want them, you know, knowing exactly what I'm up to and, you know, fucking just anything. To shit like the Kardashians where we must know absolutely everything about your shitty life.
Oh, my life is shitty. Fuck you, Scruffles.
Not you, the Kardashians.
Okay.
But I will
Sure.
say that everything is content. And let me explain why. Because sometimes in my life, I will be watching like TV with my family or something. And they'll say something super complex that I don't understand. And I'll say something like, yeah, 'cause I fucking understand what the fuck you just said, dude. And then immediately it'll be like, you know what, never mind, you don't get it at all. You know, it'll be like a reply to what I said. And it's fantastic. So, shit like that, you know, I agree with that. But I would do it more in a private way, where I would record my daily life, but only put in shit like that. The only problem is it would have to be like with my family and stuff, because when I watch TV in my bedroom, I am butt-ass naked, and sometimes my beard is moist.
What the fuck are you doing in your bedroom?
Watching TV naked with my moist beard. That's what.
Okay.
And sorry to go off on a little bit of a tangent, but it kind of goes with it. There's also the fact that don't talk to strangers, don't get in random people's cars, and we have literally gone from that to I'm going to order a stranger online to get in their car to take me somewhere.
Yeah, literally. So,
Like,
now,
bruh.
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that you don't have any dating online horror stories. By the way, I kind of glossed over that earlier. I forgot to bring that up, but I mean,
Define
there's no
horror
way you could,
stories.
right? I mean, it's different for everyone. You know, a horror story for like dating online, it could be, oh well, I got some stories myself from some other people. Like for example, you know, someone said she went to the movies with this guy, and he got really pissed off because she wouldn't suck his dick during the movie. I mean, that's a pretty extreme example, I think. Compared to like what I've had some pretty shady shit happen, but nothing to that extent. I mean, probably the worst that I've had would probably be the same level of yours. Is just
Which is what exactly?
Some surprising amount of unwanted nudes. It's crazy the amount of girls that are just like, "Hey, here's my nudes. We gonna fuck
Okay.
or what?"
But I don't even get that. I just get the fake shit where they're not even giving actual nudes
Yeah.
or anything. Like it's not really somebody actually selling nudes. It's just them sending you to a fake website so that it can get your credit
Yeah,
card
see,
information and all this
You,
other
and you
shit.
showed me your account, and I don't know what's wrong. I think that when you're here, I think we're gonna make it a web series. We're gonna go full Shane Dawson on your ass. We're gonna make it a web series of me like taking professional grade photos of you, completely working out all your fucking bio and everything. We're gonna make you get all of the ladies.
I think everything is fine when it comes to my profile. I think what my biggest problem is probably the photos. Because the photos aren't all that well made, because I used to have super shitty phones with super shitty cameras and everything. So the quality isn't all that great. I used to be at the point to where I never really wanted to take selfies. Like, I wanted to make videos, but I never really wanted to take selfies and post them, like how there is with Snapchat and Instagram. So, like, I don't really have very many photos of myself, and I think that's one of my biggest issues, is the fact that I have very little amounts of photos for my profiles, and then on top of that, they're very poor grade. Like, I did my best to edit them to where they look good, but some of them are
It's like we're talking about comic books, but it's your photos. Yeah, these ones, they're not mint.
Well, yeah, seriously, because if you look at, even with, like, my Facebook, you know, I have quite a few photos that are, like, they're good, but they could be better. Because when I would take selfies, I didn't really give a shit. And I'm not saying that as in, like, you know, I'm butt-ass naked with fucking mustard on my chest or some shit. I'm talking, like, I didn't care about the angling and the lighting and shit. So they weren't all that great. So, like, I had a few that were pretty great, but, out of my 23 years of life, I have maybe, like, 3 good photos.
Okay.
Although I will say that one of those good photos did, in fact, get me as a background character as a movie that I've been waiting to know when it comes out for 3 fucking years. Like, I'm not joking. I was a background character. Apparently, I did my ponytail pretty shittily, so the makeup girl had to come and, you know, take the ponytail out and think, oh, I just realized I never got my hair tied. She just fucking took off with my hair tie. But she had to, like, take the ponytail down, and because it was in a ponytail, it was all, like, you know, bunched up and shit, so she had to brush my hair. I was like a horse. Where's my sugar cube?
By the way, so was that free, or did you get, like, $20?
It was not free, and I got way more than $20. It was like, I think 180 or 140. You wanna know what's sad?
Interesting. What?
I made a very poor choice with that money. I immediately spent every single penny on Chinese food. Oh, yeah. Every single penny. And it's not like 2 sets of Chinese food.
I would too. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, like, Tastes good? Oh my god.
Taste Good has gotten super expensive. Taste Good has gotten poor quality and super expensive. So if you come out here and want to get Chinese food, your best place to go would be Hong Kong. Hong Kong Kitchen, not Hong Kong fucking, what is it, China, Japan, whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't have to fly all the way there, yeah.
But
yeah, I know.
But Hong Kong Kitchen is actually pretty good, and they're actually pretty cheap, and they're not the type to skimp either. Like, every time my sister gets Chinese from there, because I'm a poor, broke motherfucker who's currently between jobs until this fucker finally lets me move into his apartment.
Hey, my apartment's tiny as shit. I might be getting a bigger apartment, but we'll talk about that. That's a segment we're going to talk about, so I don't want to talk about that right now.
Okay. Okay.
So I will just add
the fact that if you did let me move in, that would mean more money for us to get a bigger apartment. Just saying. But I do see where it becomes kind of an issue, so that's why I'm not too upset. But the fact that Hong Kong Kitchen, they don't fucking skimp. Like, they fill my bowl of Chinese up so much that the lid almost doesn't even want to fit and grasp the bowl. Like, seriously. Everything's all the way cooked through, and that is a definite must, because sometimes it tastes good. I would have egg and stuff that wasn't cooked all the way through. It would still be partially raw, and it was disgusting. But The Hong Kong
Interesting.
kitchen, not only do they cook it all the way through, the fact that they fill it up so much that when you go to pull the lid off, it just pops off because it's barely on there in the first place, and it's fantastic. I mean, it sucks because if you make one wrong move, it's going to spill all over the place, but it's fantastic
Me.
because that means you're getting a lot more worth your money, and I love it. It's fantastic, and I think I just said fantastic all in one sentence like 10 times.
Wow. That was my best Owen Wilson impression.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
yeah, let's talk about moving then. Let's just transition over since you were just
Yeah.
going to bring that up. So, for starters, so so the curator of the museum is George, and then her husband David is the president of the museum. So I would consider both of them good acquaintances, and I would consider David a good friend. Now, they have an apartment that's across from the jail, which you should know where the jail is, right?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah, the big brick building. I live in a really small town for everyone listening, so it's like it's literally there's a street called Main Street and everything's on it. And
Yeah.
even though it's kind of still in the middle of nowhere, I'm in the capital of the county, so the jail and the hospital are here, and they're both on the main road too. And so right across from the jail, they own a house. It's like an old Victorian house. And it's basically downstairs is one apartment, then there's upstairs, then there's a third floor. And the lady downstairs is moving out. So basically it'd be like an actual fucking apartment size. And then basically George and David would be our fucking landlords. And it's
That would be
only
awesome.
$25 more than it is here. Yeah, because they're very, especially George is very, like when she cleans the toilet and the bathroom at the museum, she uses like muriatic acid. She goes in there with fucking acid to get the porcelain looking like it's brand new.
Damn.
And she'll get on her hands and knees and be fucking scrubbing and shit. Oh my god.
And
And
how
yeah,
old
like
is
if
she?
like she's old. I think she's in her 60s and David's in his late 70s.
Damn, man.
So, oh yeah. So
See,
like
that's sad
it's
because
a
I can
top
imagine
tier good
myself
apartment.
in my 60s. Yeah, I can imagine myself in my 60s just sitting on
Playing
the couch
Minecraft.
playing. I don't know about Minecraft, but playing video games, eating potato chips with a cat on my lap.
Yeah, same.
Like that is guaranteed in my 60s. I swear.
Unless you're dead, then you'll be doing
Yeah.
that, but in a casket.
Yeah, that was pretty morbid,
Yeah.
but okay.
So anyway, should we just like move to California or Canada or something?
Why exactly?
Why not? Let's just like seriously let's just
First
sell
of all,
almost
when it comes
everything
to
we
moving-
own. Let's
When
buy
it
like
comes-
a pickup truck and let's go move to California.
With what money? You can't even move me an hour. An hour.
We're gonna sell
I'm
everything
an
that
hour
we
away
own.
from you. I live an hour away from you currently, and you can't even get me to where you are
Exactly.
now. And you expect to get both of us all the way to fucking California.
We're both gonna sell everything we own. We're gonna buy a pickup truck and we're gonna move to California and we're gonna fucking hustle and get some jobs in the movie industry, man. It'll be like a sitcom, only we'll probably die in the desert. Ugh.
Eh. What I do have to say though is that Florida is off limits. Like Florida should
Okay.
somebody should take a chainsaw and just saw Florida
Okay.
off of America and just push it to sea. It just
I know,
should
there's-
not exist.
There's way too much golfing and way too much crack.
Well,
That's
like
what's
the
wrong with
golfing,
Florida.
the old people, I don't really have an issue with. You know, that's a nice place to retire, except with all the zombies and the alligators and all the super fucking crazy people. It's just, oh my god, it's scary out there. I won't lie. I
You
do
see
love
the
the fact
alligators
that
and the old people.
the alligators and the zombies.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, wait, back it up, okay, homie, hombre. I remembered what I was looking at. I just popped up the list, popped it up, and I completely forgot. That's what I wanted to talk about. You know what I'm fucking sick of? Can you hear
What?
me clapping my hands?
Yeah.
Fucking girls. And guys could do this too. I don't know.
Wait.
I don't get.
Wait. Okay.
No, shut the fuck up.
How do we get
Let's-
from
fuck
zombies
you.
and alligators to women? I'm curious about that.
Because I saw it. That's how. I wasn't having some weird furry fetish. Now, like I said, now.
but zombies have like no skin and it's all melting off and shit. And alligators are like, there is no fur, there's no feathers. They're all fucking hard and crusty.
Can relate 100%. Now,
yeah, you and your moist beard.
This probably happens with guys too. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know because I'm not looking for guys on Tinder. Although I have a few guys have been recommended to me.
Yeah, I've had the same thing happen to me, which is kind of weird considering I haven't said specifically to women, but whatever.
Side story, I was really surprised because where I live, if you don't know, people listening in or watching, although this is basically an audio podcast, just with something to look at on the screen occasionally. Now, if you don't know, New York is a Democrat state, but the fun fact about that is 99% of the state is hardcore Republican. The reason why New York is so hardcore Democrat is because New York City is Democrat and Buffalo, Niagara region is Democrat. The entire rest of the state is super rural and super Republican. And like super hardcore conservative. You know, like hardcore, original values. And now I say that because I actually, on Tinder, out here too where I live in the middle of nowhere in sticks, in the sticks. I actually saw someone on Tinder get recommended to me who was transgender, and to me, I was surprised. I'm like, wow, I can't believe that. I can't imagine how fucking much their life sucks living out here. Jesus Christ. And in the top of their thing too, it's like, no Trump supporters, allowed, or if you support Trump, just swipe left. I'm like, yeah, no shit. No one who supports Trump, because, I mean, I'm not saying all Trump supporters are against gay people, but a lot of them are.
Like, I have a few things to say on the stuff you said before you go on.
Okay.
Like you said, not all Trump supporters are basically, as people want to say, that they hate, everybody, that they're like Nazis and shit, and they hate black people and they hate transgender. Because, like, I don't support Trump. I don't really like policies, and I will say the dude is kind of an asshole. But the fact that he's done a decent job so far, and the fact that he's actually kind of helped the American people out, like for example with border control, he's just trying to protect the country. He's trying to avoid having sex traffickers and stuff get in, and help keep the crime in that sense down. And stuff like that, but people want to turn it around and say that, oh, it's because he hates Mexicans and he's only for white people, da 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 da. And it's like, no, he's trying to make sure that people don't get killed in their own fucking homes by people who aren't even American citizens.
I'll say this too, and this is an interesting point. I actually brought this up because the other day I went over to I procrastinate. I do that all the time. And I didn't get the posters up for my craft show that I'm running Saturday when I wanted to, so I had to go to the county historians because they'll print them out for me. The county historian can't technically be a member of the historic society because then it's a conflict of interest, because then she'd have to be in all the different historic societies in the county. But the deputy county historian, Sally Smith, which is kind of funny, right? She is in the Historic Society. But anyway, so I went there to get the posters, and like I said, a lot of people out here are hardcore Republican. So I actually brought this up to her. She had a good point too, but I just wanted to say this too. Whenever I think about Donald Trump building a wall, this is all I can think of. who the fuck is gonna build a wall in 2019? Like, first of all, you do know that people can climb a wall, right? And also, well, I think of it like this, like, well, we got drones and stuff, you know what I mean, man? Like, I feel like a wall, like, it would have been great, like, 600 years ago, you know? But I feel like it's so stupid now. I feel like it's not gonna do anything except for look really cool. But then, you know, she's like, oh, well, it's fence. What? Oh, hello.
What?
Man, you guys just really want to sit there, huh?
Unless he attacks, I say just let him stay.
Okay, he can be Jeff.
See what he does.
But now what was I gonna say? He's just gonna breakdance, I guess. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll leave him there as a little screensaver. Now
Ow!
Well, now he's gonna come after you, you fucking idiot.
He stole my chair.
He doesn't know what to do.
Now I'm hungry.
Oh, you're making me lose my train of thought. What the hell am I talking about?
Last thing you were saying was about how the wall just would kind of look cool. Which, before you go on, that's basically how I feel about the wall too. Like, it would partially be helpful, but not really. We need something more high-tech.
Yeah, I feel like it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I was gonna say. I'm super pissed off that, and if you're watching this and you're foreign and you don't know, Donald Trump is the president. He's like, he was a billion. I don't know if he was a billionaire or millionaire.
Want my chair back?
You know, he's a rich old guy, and he became the president. But story of American people's lives. But anyway, no, the I'm mad that he's like, why the fuck does he need $6 billion? I don't know if it's that much. I don't remember what he wanted, but why does he need $6 billion to make a wall? It's like, bruh. Come on, if I can take a girl on a date with $24, you can build that wall with $1 billion. You don't need $6 billion. Jesus Christ, the fuck.
Well, I will say there is
he's taking that money from
but I still don't think that it would cost that much. Because I mean, that's a lot of money. I mean,
yeah, it is. That's a stupid amount of money.
Don't get me wrong. You have to factor in the amount for all the materials for however much land is being covered, plus somebody has to actually build the wall. So you have to pay them whatever fees that they're charging for. But I still don't think, like, even with all the land to cover, and even if you get somebody super expensive, you know, I really don't think it's going to cost $6 billion. In my opinion, I think we should try and get something high-tech that somebody actually had a good idea. They just didn't know how to actually put it into action. I was watching Steven Crowder, Louder with Crowder, and he does these segments of, you know, basically, I believe in this, I believe why this is good or why this is bad or why this doesn't exist, and, you know, change my mind. And for a lot of you who are like me and Todd, he's become a meme. He is like, there's one out there that's like, ass is better than tits. Change my mind, you know. But the point is I was watching him, and he believes in the wall. And somebody had come up, and originally they didn't believe in the wall, but that he kind of changed their mind, and they had come up with a pretty good idea. Some kind of invisible wall, like it's a high-tech thing that goes around kind of the border. And somehow it reads people's intentions. Now see, I think it's a good idea, but it's also confusing because how the fuck would anybody even make something like that? But you know, somebody walks through, right? Illegal or not. And
yes,
you can read it somehow reads their intentions on why they're coming here. Kind of like a mind reader type thing, but a little bit more thorough.
It's like some Black Mirror shit.
But I think that's a good idea. But I think what we should focus on first is like an X-ray camera in certain areas. Mostly, obviously, the main area where cars actually come through and shit. And, you know, it X-rays the vehicles to see if there's anybody that's like tied up or if somebody's like hiding in the floorboard or something so that they can come here illegally. and they can stop them that way. Because the thing is there are some Americans with passports and stuff that will go to Mexico, and they'll get some Mexicans. I was gonna say illegal Mexicans, but that sounds so much worse than what I understand it to be. Because first of all, if they're in Mexico, they're Mexicans in Mexico. That's where they were born. So they're not illegal Mexicans. But once they come here, they're illegal. They're illegal. So the fact that they'll hide in, for example, trucks of like hay bales, bales of hay. It'll be like a giant thing. It'll look normal, but it'll be hollowed out so that they can sit in there and get across the border. Now, if we can get X-ray cameras that will automatically scan, and it'll send to, like, I don't know, what are they called, like PDFs or whatever, to the officers on duty there, then, they'll get, like, a check, everything's okay, or, no, there's somebody being hidden, whether it's somebody being sex trafficked or it's somebody just trying to hide to come here illegally. And I think that would be a better idea than building a wall. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of open spaces, and I think that's why something like a wall is a good idea, because of the fact that if you create like a choke point, it's going to make it easier to catch the bad guys that are doing the sex trafficking and bringing people here illegally and whatnot. So, that is my take on that.
The only bad part about if there was to be a wall, it's 100% impossible, because there are parts where the wall would go across the U.S.-Mexico border that it's, and I'll say this, and I know this is the incorrect terminology, but even growing up right across from a reservation, even people that live on the reservation still refer to them sometimes as Indian reservations, just saying. But yeah, there's some Indian reservations that go between both countries. I remember that was a problem that they brought up. But anyway, what were we talking about that we got on a fucking political sidetrack over here?
Well, because you had said about how New York State is like hardcore Republican, yet most of it is Democrat.
I did say that.
And that's because of that's because of big cities like New York City and Buffalo. They're mostly Democrat. And before you say anything, I have one thing to add. I just recently heard a thing, yesterday I do believe it was. I don't know how true this is, and there's many reasons why I kind of don't believe it, but there's a few reasons why I do, and you'll understand when I say this. Apparently, at least in rumor, Democrats are trying to edit the Constitution to where Republicans cannot get elected and that they have no say in office. Now, I don't believe that this is... the reasons why I don't think that this is true is because of the fact that I don't know if the Constitution can be edited without some kind of, like, vote. And if there's Republicans, obviously they're going to vote against it. Yeah, it would need a vote.
And
but there's also the fact
yeah, that's a hardcore case of fake news. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because that's just like Democrats, people on the left, they don't want to give the lethal injection to convicted murderers and rapists and child molesters, but they want to allow abortions up to and after birth.
I'm technically a Democrat, right? Technically I'm a liberal, but... So
well, see...
Technically that's a Democrat, but it's more like... I guess the best way to... Because Colt's a liberal, too. He could probably describe it better.
Colt's just an asshole.
The best way to describe liberal is... I'm for gay rights, and I'm against fracking, and I think weed should be legal. Millennial stuff.
Also, I have to say, because you just reminded me that because I also just saw it.
What?
What the fuck did you throw?
An egg.
And where did it go? Oh.
It hit the light, but no chicken came out.
Apparently, the husk you killed earlier, I guess technically that we killed since I got in more hits.
Yeah, you helped, you fucking murderer.
It dropped a regular potato. Which I find to be really weird.
I guess you got another potato.
Yeah, I have 52 baked potatoes and one regular potato. But yeah, see, that's the thing. That's why I don't believe that, um, them trying to edit the Constitution to where Republicans can't get into office is real, because that sounds really fucking childish and stupid. But at the same time, they want to allow abortions up to and after birth. And there's also the fact that they don't want to give the lethal injection to child rapists and regular rapists and
well, abortion should probably be able to be done. I mean, not no matter what. At some point you got to cut it off, but people should probably be able to get abortion. I don't. That's a thing right now where you can't like get an abortion in New York State. That's like a legit thing right now.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and if you really think about that, there's a lot of situations where like that could really be fucking a fucked up law if you think about it.
Yeah, but
I'm sure you immediately think of the things like I think of.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. I have no problems against abortions when it comes to, like, legitimate reasons. And I know there's not very many cases of stuff like this, but if you're the kind of person that just wants to keep having unprotected sex and you keep getting pregnant and you just don't want the baby, first of all, there should be a limit, definitely. Because right now there is no limit, obviously, except for places where you just can't be done whatsoever. But there's also the fact that I think that you should have at max a month after you find out that you're pregnant and you decide if you want to keep the baby or not. Because once you know you're pregnant, you should know almost right away. Because before you have a baby, you should know if you want to have a baby or if you don't. Or if you're ready. And if you don't want the baby, fine, I guess. As long as like I said, there's a limit. But there's also...
I gotta say, man, when did you get...
We're about to get attacked by Phantom.
I know... Oh, shit. I'll take care of that, don't worry. But
I
don't ever remember you being so hard stanced against things, man. This is a new side of Scruffles.
I'm not so hard against... I don't have such a hard stance against things. It's just that it makes me angry with the fact that there's the side of the left. I don't want to say Democrats because the left is much worse. The left / partially Democrats that want to be able to have abortions up until after birth. What the fuck is it doing? It's trying to fake you out, bruh. Because it would like go down and then go up and then go down and then it would go up.
Yeah, I think it might not be able to hit us because the ceiling, so I'm just going to stay here like this.
And I'm apparently fine. For now, at least. But anyways, it's not that I'm so against things because for the most part, I don't really care because, it is whoever's life and they should have the right to do whatever they want with it. But there is the fact that it's like, the thing is they want taxpayers' money to pay for the abortions. Like that is a tax they're trying to have or do already have, because I'm not sure, that they're trying to put as an everyday, like an every paycheck kind of tax, where you get taxed every paycheck for other people to be able to have abortions. And it's like, if you want to have abortions, fine, whatever. But, one, there needs to be a quota. Two, why are you getting so close to me?
Let's cut off that topic. I want to jump through like 2 more topics because we're at an hour and a half and we're almost to a close here. So I'm going to run through 2 more really quick topics before we do our outro because I have something special for the outro and it has to happen at nighttime. Okay, so really quick, I just want to say I'm extremely happy with the games with gold recently. Between January, February, and March, in 3 months, we got... Oh, no, December, too. So, in 4 months, we got 3 OG Xbox games and games with gold. We got Original Mercenaries. We got Star Wars Jedi Academy, which is an RPG that I never played when I was younger. We got Star Wars Republic Commando. And then non-OG Xbox games, I mean, we got that Adventure Time game. I'm just saying games with gold have been really good recently. We got Assassin's Creed. I just wanted to say that. I don't know why. I just wanted to. And really quick, last thing we're going to talk about. Just hurry up, say yes or no, Scruffles. What do you think of the new texture packs? Yes or no?
Yes?
Good. But no, really, do you like the new Minecraft textures? Honest opinion. I don't know how well you've noticed them, but like the wood is vastly different. The glass is.
I have noticed
I mean,
it,
the cactus.
and I do like it.
Have you seen the wheat? Oh my god, the wheat looks hyper realistic now.
No, I have not,
I love
actually.
it. I'll show you in a second. But anyway, I wanted to rush through the ending really quick because Andrew. Okay, go stand here. Come stand right here. And look at the set. Now I have a button here. I'm gonna push this button. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm scared.
Okay. Just look up.
I wanna go. Yeah.
I got fireworks and sound blocks, and they're very out of tune because I didn't do that yet. So how do you like my fireworks show, Scribble? Sure, I can do it a few more times.
I will say it could be a little bit more fine-tuned.
Fuck you.
But other
yeah,
than that, it's pretty good.
One more thing really quick if you want to come back here.
Yeah. I'm gonna run back there with my potatoes.
Oh, the Phantom's finally coming. Oh, nope, still. Here, flick the switch a whole bunch. Look up.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out a way for this to be connected with the fireworks, but I can't figure it out right now.
Just use redstone.
Well,
that's pretty much it.
I can't figure out how to get it to stay on a loop to shoot out a whole bunch of eggs. Alright, well back to the front of the set, so that was it. We got off on a few tangents there. We had to cut it a little bit short. Each episode of the AwesomeCast is only going to be an hour and a half. We're going to stay true to that. This isn't going to be like the Cat's Arts podcast where we go on for a few hours. Which the Cat's Arts podcast will hopefully be back in full swing by the end of next month, and then we'll be doing both these podcasts.
Speaking of old podcasts, I do have a quick question.
Yes.
Are we ever going to bring back Feed the Tweet? Because I really like that.
Yeah,
I think that was
honestly,
great.
We might.
Okay, good.
We might bring back a whole bunch of stuff.
Breck? We might bring back...
Breck. We'll bring back everything. So, how did you like the first ever episode of the AwesomeCast, Scruffles?
I liked it. You know, didn't really like the fact that I got kind of angry and went off on a whole tangent, but
Same. I went off on a tangent about emojis, so that's what I was angry about. So, you know, Hank the cat, what did you think? All right,
Here
good.
comes a husk.
What about you, Jeff? What? That was like some fucking Scooby-Doo shit. I turned around last second.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, see, Hank gets it. All right, well, why don't you go ahead and like the video? Hank says so.
Hi, Jeff.
And,
oh, fuck. I got too close.
And, here, look this way at the camera, Scruffles. What are you, an amateur? Yeah. All right, well, you know, yeah, let's take a nice little screenshot here. Let's make sure we get Jeff and Hank the cat in here. Yeah, that's good right there. All right. Well, all those links are going to be in the description down below. You can follow either of us on social media, and I will have that channel beyond top of the description. And you can, you know, go ahead and if you're a small creator, I mean, it can help you out quite a bit. So anyway, thanks for watching. Scrufflevigus, thanks for being on the first ever episode. You'll probably be on every episode, I'm assuming, unless someone else ever wants to come on in. I mean, we could always have more people, and then we'll just have 5 people or 6 people. Because Jeff and Hank will always be here.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So yeah, yeah, thank you guys for watching the podcast. If you would like to recommend a topic for us to talk about, comment down below. Whether you're commenting here on Twitch or on YouTube, I will read all the comments. As always, I love you guys, but on that way, thanks for watching. Scruffles, quick, hit the egg shooter at 5,000.
Hang on a second, I got stuck. I got slow.
Alright, come on, let's get all of the eggs. Come on, go faster! You got this.
Hang on, I gotta switch hands.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes. Look at how cool that looks. Oh, man, it's like art or
So many
something.
chickens are getting hurt back here.
Oh, my God. This is beautiful. Oh, my God. Think of the lag. All right, well, we got to go kill some chickens, so thanks for watching.
Yeah.